Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I want to talk about the midnight pre-patch event and all the information that we have so far regarding this event. So here, just before I start diving into the video, I want to insist on the fact that most of the information is yet to be confirmed. There are a few things that we know for sure will happen because we're able to find, for instance, the achievement or the source of the different items, but still there's plenty of other things that will need to be confirmed regarding the event. So here, it's more of an early look at some of the potential rewards and some of the potential things we will be able to do during this pre-patch event. So let's start with the date. Here again, nothing has been confirmed, but based on the information that was available from the calendar in the alpha, here you can see that maybe this event will start in January of 2026 on the 27th and then last for usually 6 weeks. So it would mean that then it will end on March 10th. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but I think it would make sense because by then we would have already been 1 or 2 months in the last patch of the War Within, which is patch 11.2.7, which I believe is going to be released early December. So again, this is something we'll have to confirm, but I think that would make sense. Now, with this new pre-patch event, there is one thing that we know for sure, and this is this achievement right here. So this is the 2 minutes to midnight. Defeat each of the bosses being summoned by the Twilight's Blade in the Twilight Islands during the midnight pre-launch events. So here, one interesting thing to note is that they're saying pre-launch events. So I'm not sure if this one is only one of the different events that will take place during the pre-patch, but this is one that at least we know for sure you will be able to do. So as you can see, you'll just need to kill all these different rares in, again, the Twilight Islands. And the main reward for doing this achievement is the Lightforge mech suit. And this one is this recolored version of, again, the Keystone Master achievement mount from the first season of the War Within. And I'm not sure if this is the actual color because it does look a little bit weird on the edges, I'm not gonna lie. But this is basically normally what you will be able to get as a reward for completing this achievement that normally is supposed to be linked to the pre-patch. And just to show you, normally I'm pretty sure that's probably the model that we're actually gonna get, this one right here. Because as you can see, I mean, this is basically the same colors, but just the arms and everything are a little bit weird when you look at it on the model viewer. But this one makes way more sense. So I think we will basically get this yellow version right here. The other thing that is very interesting from this achievement is the fact that there is, of course, the mention of the Twilight Blade and the fact that it will take place in the Twilight Highlands. And with the recent data mining from the beta, we were also able to find a lot of these different Twilight cultist transmogs that will be available normally around midnight. And so here again, the main theory is that these are some of the different rewards you will be able to get when taking part in this specific event. Again, as here it says midnight pre-launch events, maybe that's only one of the few events that will be available. But normally you will be able to get the following items. So first, you have the ensemble, the well-worn Twilight Cultist tire. Here, this is the original version from Vanilla WoW. And this is something you can already use as a transmog, but only on clove players. And now, at least this is something that you will be able to use on any characters. Personally, I like this set because especially the shoulders are very unique, but it is a very low res set, sadly. And here the only thing that I want to mention is that I really wished Blizzard would actually add this version of the set in the game, because this one is basically a revisited and remastered version of the original Twilight Blade, Twilight Hammer set. As you can see, the shoulders, for instance, are really the same. And this is something that sadly is not available in Retail WoW, it's only available in Classic WoW, something that in my opinion doesn't make any sense. So I think that would have been actually the perfect moment for them to release this in Retail, but so far the only one that has been data mined is this one right here, which again is, nice, but this is from Classic WoW and this is very low res, so not something that I think a lot of players are going to be super excited with. Then next to that, we also have all the other weapons, and here, I mean, they're even worse. So sadly, all of them are really, really, really low res. As you can see, again, some of them it's not as bad, but for instance, if you take this two-handed axe right here, I mean, look at this. I'm sorry, but this is pretty rough to have something like that in the game. I really don't know who is gonna use that. It's just so low res. It just really doesn't look great. And then we have all these other ones right here. The sword is not too bad. I think the bow also is not too bad. But yeah, the rest I'm just really not a big fan in general. But just to summarize, you have the two-handed mace right here. You have this one-handed mace here. You have the gun. You have the dagger. You have the bow. You have the two-handed axe. You have this one-handed axe. You then have the one-handed sword. And then you also have like a few new ones. So these ones, they're definitely high res. So that's like some of the new additions that Blizzard is also going to add. But again, there's just not that many. As you can see, it's basically these three different models right here. And these ones at least are a little bit more HD, but they're also a little bit more boring. So again, all of these rewards are not the most exciting ones. So I'm hoping that there's gonna have more things that Blizzard will also add during the pre-patch event next to these different, transmogs from Vanilla WoW, because otherwise players are just not gonna be super thrilled. Now, another category of items that I'm pretty sure we will get during this event are also some of the new appearances from Midnight. Here, as you can see, for instance, you have these items that are for level 78 with the eye level, and these ones I think are going to be part of the pre-patch event as well, and they also have Twilight in their name. So here it's basically each time the green version of the Blood Elf questing gear. So for Clove players, it means that you will have this one right here. Then for Leather players, it will be this green version right here. Then for Male players, it will be this one. And finally, for Plate, it will be this other one right here. So again, these sets are not like incredible, but at least if you enjoy the Blood Elf aesthetic, that's definitely going to be a good thing to get. And again, I think it's something that already happened, for instance, with the pre-patch event for the War Within, where some of the different new appearances from the War Within were available during this pre-patch event. And here I'm pretty sure we will be able to also get these as the new catch-up gear. There is also this tabard right here, which again, I'm pretty sure is going to be part of the event because this is linked to the Twilight's Blade. And I think this one actually looks pretty cool. So definitely something that I'm sure we'll be able to get during this event. Finally, I think my theory is that next to the Twilight event that will be part of the pre-patch, we will also get again the Radiant Echoes event, which was part of the pre-patch event for the War Within. The reason why is because here, as you can see, these were the different rewards you were able to get. So basically, you would have these different mounts with this very interesting glowing effect around it. And with Midnight, again, as part of the data mining, this new mount has been found. So you can see this is the Echo of Al Sharan. And so my guess is that maybe we will be able to also get again the Radiant Echoes event, where you will be able to get some of the old rewards and also some of the new ones, including this new mount right here. And that's why here it says that again, this is part of the pre-launch events. I'm not sure, it's just, something that is weird because again, this mount is definitely the same as the mounts from the pre-patch event for the War Within. And so I'm thinking maybe it will also be tied to this one, who knows. So all in all, this is all the information that we have so far. I'm sure we will be able to get more information later on. But let me know what you think, if you're excited or not for some of these different things, especially for some of the rewards here. You also have these mounts and some of the new sets. Hopefully, maybe there's gonna have a few more things, but usually, during the pre-patch events, there's never like too many things. So yeah, I'll be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye.